Good morning. Thanks for having coffee with Sheila. Today what I wanted to talk about is HAFA, the Home Affordable Foreclosure Alternative Program. This was a spin-off from HAMP. When they started the HAMP program, there were only about 20% of the homeowners that the lenders were able to help and to get their homes modified to keep them in there. So 80% of those homeowners were unable to get assistance, to get their loan modified for whatever reason. If they were unemployed, whatever the case may be, but they did not qualify for loan modification. So the Treasury Department rolled out another plan or program to assist homeowners, the ones that did have to sell their property to avoid foreclosure because they didn't have the loan modification as an option for them. So HAFA rolled out, and it's been very successful, but there are some guidelines and some, not every loan is eligible for HAFA. The loan must be a conventional mortgage, but also your investor, the lender that owns your loan, not necessarily the lender that you're making your payments to. So you could be making your payments to Wells Fargo, but Bank of New York is the actual owner of the loan. So what you would need to do is contact your lender, the one that you make your payments to see if your loan is eligible for HAFA consideration. Now, the good thing about HAFA is if they do approve you, and they could start this process before there's an offer on the table, so they can pre-qualify you to participate in this program. And if they do, they're going to give your agent 120 days to obtain a viable offer on the table. And if that short sale does get closed, they will forgive you of the deficiency and also give you a relocation incentive of up to $3,000. Now, that incentive could even be more, but you can count on the $3,000, which is wonderful because a lot of homeowners in a short sale situation get their property sold, but they can't move out because they don't have any money to move, to relocate. So this is an incentive to assist those homeowners in that move. And I think that's excellent. Also, must be your primary residence. Now, they have changed that since June of this year, that the lender could possibly consider you for HAFA, even for a second home or an investment property. But you're going to want to check with your lender. I just had one that was denied with Wells Fargo because my homeowner did not occupy the property, so she was not eligible for HAFA. This is a stipulation that would come from Wells Fargo or the investor, not the Treasury Department. And lenders can change or alter the requirements of HAFA. They don't have to follow the Treasury guidelines to a T. They can add on their own as long as they participate. Also, your loan must have originated prior to January 1 of 2009. So if you refinanced it in March of 2009, you're not eligible for the HAFA short sale program. But the best thing to do is contact the lender, get on the phone with them, and find out if you're eligible for the HAFA short sale program. This is excellent. It's better than traditional because there's not that, element of surprise whether or not the lender's going to forgive you of that deficiency. Now, if you are going through HAFA, but you've got a second mortgage loan and it's with a different lender, it's not always 100% that lender is going to forgive you of the deficiency or participate in HAFA. They may not participate in HAFA, so they're going to have their own guidelines. So that could kind of, put a wrench. It doesn't mean it's going to kill it, but you may have to fight harder with that second to get them in line with that HAFA short sale so you can get it to the closing table. Also, if you are going through HAFA and that investor doesn't require that you are delinquent, the hit to your FICO score is going to be a lot less. They're going to put paid and paid off, account closed. They're not going to ding you to say paid, for less than owed. that will affect your FICO score even more. So HAFA, critical points for HAFA is forgiveness of that deficiency. Relocation incentive to be paid to the homeowner, pre-qualified prior to an offer on the table. So before you list your property, before you as the agent list the property, find out what kind of short sale that you're dealing with, whether it be a HAFA short sale, traditional short sale, FHA short sale, VA short sale, or cooperative. That's going to make your job and the seller's life a lot easier. I hope this information is helpful to you. Have a wonderful Friday, and I'll talk to you next week.